I made $184,000 selling on eBay last year, and you can do this too, guys. There's nothing special that I'm doing that you can't do as well. And then on top of that, I did another almost $7,000 on Poshmark for the last 3 months of the year too, maybe 4. September, October, November, December, 4 months of the year. And you guys can also do that too. Nothing I do is exclusive. Nothing I do is special. It's consistency and staying accountable to ourselves. That really makes all the difference. So we're going to jump into this video and show you guys some things that sold, and also give you guys some points and, you know, tips and tricks that you can also do this as well. Because like I said, I didn't do nothing special this year, guys. So stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Hope you got your coffee. So yeah, guys, 2023 was a big year. It was my second year full-time as a full-time reseller, just selling clothing. I do dabble a tiny bit in hats and mediocre amounts of shoes. I'm talking about like under 100 pairs of shoes listed. Just don't enjoy listing shoes. So I sell basic clothing. Nothing that's hard to find, right? And the majority of the sales of 2023 were lower dollar sales. My ASP was $21 for the whole year. The majority of the year I was at $18 average sales price. Towards the end of the month of September, I really put a strong focus on raising my ASP. Now, some of those months, if I dive into the numbers of the months, were $25 for my ASP, right? I went up from $18 ASP to $25 ASP. The goal for 2024, as most of the constant viewers of the channel know, the goal for 2024 is to raise the ASP to, I would really love to get it to $35 to $40. That's much more difficult than it sounds like, especially raising my ASP from $25 right now to 15 more dollars, 10 to 15 more dollars, right? That's much harder than it sounds like it is, especially because right now I have 9,000 items listed. Some of those items are $10 items, $8 items, $15 items. So I have to overcompensate all the items that I have currently listed with high dollar items, right? Much more difficult than it sounds like. So the strategy for 2024 is to do a lot of sourcing that nets me items that sell for minimum $25, around, you know, $30-$35, ideal average. This is much more difficult than it sounds as well, because if you live in a small town like I do, I live in a town of like 35,000 people. There's 5 thrift stores here. Lots of resellers in this town as well. So the thing is if you're not going out there and getting the items that are there, then you're going to miss out, right? Number 2, the thing is everybody that's already out there is getting what's worth getting, and they don't restock that much. We have one store that restocks regularly, and it's called Teen Challenge. This place restocks regularly, but what stays on the shelf never gets cycled out. That's the only bad thing I think about Teen Challenge. They have no liquidation plan. So I can go in there today and see jeans that have been on the shelf for 2 years. They don't get rid of anything. It never seems like they have any markdown sale to move stale inventory. But with that being said, they have great inventory, but the only thing about their stuff is it's the same exact stuff I can get from the bins. So it makes no sense for me to go in there and pay $5 for a pair of jeans that I can go pay $2 for at the bins. It makes no sense whatsoever. They're also starting to get wise at most of these places, and they're raising the prices on the items. So a pair of jeans I could have got for $5 last year, they're charging $20 for this year. Now I have a Goodwill in my town. Goodwill has the least inventory out of everybody, which you would think it doesn't, because they get more donations than anyone I've ever seen, except for the Teen Challenge thrift store. They get large amounts of donations. They actually put their stuff out on the shelf though. The Goodwill in my area, I think they're sending it straight to the distribution center for this district that I live in, and most of that stuff goes to other stores. very, very large gaps of space on the racks at the Goodwill that I go to. And since I sell clothing, I'm not really looking for any other items in there, so I don't know what the rest of the store looks like. So what's you guys' experience over the year? I know a lot of you guys put your totals in the last video. Big shout out to everybody that watched the last 2 videos when I uploaded the resolution in 15 frames per second, so everything was all glitchy, looked like I filmed it on like the first camera ever invented. I appreciate you guys the most, because you guys are the true supporters of the channel. Even my twin brother was like, dude, this video sucks, it's hard to watch. So if that guy wasn't even willing to support me and you guys did, really means a lot. So this video will come out crystal clear. I did figure out the problem. No more upload problems. I got a new computer, guys, and therefore I had to upload the editing software to the computer, and I uploaded it without changing the previous settings that I had on the last computer. Anyway, what are you guys' projections for the year? I don't project that I will do 185,000 without serious effort this year to only pick up great items. It's going to be a challenge, guys. I understand that. I understand that I've got my work cut out for me, but I'm up for a challenge. So without further ado, let's hop into some of these items, show you guys what sold. I had 16 items on eBay, I believe. Let me just show you guys the numbers for yesterday's sales. I sold an item on Mercari, $40 Nike hoodie, and I sold 3 items on Poshmark. Excuse me, 3 items on Poshmark. So I think for the total yesterday, I sold 18 items. I'm up to listing 20 again. Finally got enough inventory to list 20 items again a day. 15 items yesterday sold. So it says I got 17 items right now going out for $430, but 63 of that is from today for 2 orders that sold so far. I sold that on eBay, 3 on Poshmark, 1 on Mercari. I listed 20 yesterday, so slow growth, but still growth nonetheless. And then on top of that, I did start a 20% off coupon yesterday. I'm going to try it. I got 20% off coupon on half my store. I got 20% off, and I'm still, no, 20% off markdown on top of the 20% off coupon that I have on my store. So if you, as you guys know, the last 3-4 months of 2023, I did not have a markdown sale on. Now, this markdown sale is not exclusively on old inventory. It's just on half of my store in general. So I want to see if the coupon generates any additional traffic to the store on top of the 20% off coupon. See what the markdown and the coupon does together to generate sales. If it doesn't make much of a difference having this markdown sale going, then I'll turn the markdown sale back off and just continue rolling with the 20% off coupon. In my experience, the coupon would be the lesser of the two. The markdown sale gets less traction than the coupon. That's just what I noticed. So when I put items on sale for 70% off, nobody even buys them. You know what I mean? Like they move, but they don't move like you would think with the items being 70% off. And that's because some of those items suck. So with the 20% off sale, that gets applied at checkout to every sale. So still, it turns out much more results for me than marking the items down. So I think I've done quite a bit of rambling already. We're at 8 minutes. 8 minutes of rambling, guys. So sorry about that. Let's jump into some of these items. All right, I got these Wrangler pants, khaki pants, men's, $35.29, sold for a best offer of $7. Got these Old Navy jeans, men's, $32.32, just straight leg jeans, sold for $12. Got this Lindenwood University sweatshirt, men's medium, sold for $14. Then we got this Old Navy sweater that is a men's large, and that sold for $9. And I got this Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, sold for a best offer of $10. That's a men's extra large. And I got this, what is this? Loyola Marymount Lions shirt, some type of university sportswear, men's large, sold for 15 bucks. So a lot of low dollar sales right there. It is what it is, man. Yesterday was really bad until like the last half of the day. I'd say about, not even the last half of the day, the last 4 or 5 hours of the day when things picked up. So as a lot of you guys know, I got a lot of old inventory in this system that is just not really worth a lot of money, right? Case in point, all those items that sold are old items, about a year old at least. So I really start focusing on picking up higher ASP items much more recently versus doing the volume method. That leads me into one of my tips. You can have a large store, right? Gigantic store with thousands of items that sell for 10 bucks. And it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a really, really hard time to make a decent amount of money. I encourage everyone, if you're just getting started, to start out with the mindset of finding the items that you can sell for the most money, not finding the most items you can sell. I know it gets a little bit daunting when you're out and you're sourcing and you're like, man, I've hit 10 thrift stores and I've only found 2 items. Let me just grab something. I encourage you not to do that. What you're going to end up with is this whole shelf right here is all inventory that's not really worth being listed. And it's been through consolidation and consolidation and consolidation. This item, it literally starts with number 16 and goes down to 7,231. That's how many items were listed in that inventory system. Now that's not 7,000 items, but out of 1 through 7,232, those items are not worthy of being sold as much as the items that I'm listing over here. Now all these items right here on this side of the warehouse are newer items, much better quality, much higher ASP. And the sell-through rate on most of this stuff is like 90 days or less, or 50% sell-through. So I'm okay with that, right? It sells for more money when it sells. I make more money off of it net, and my bank account looks better when it does sell. Not so much with the stuff over here. This stuff was just stuff that I was buying to fit, to hit a listing goal. Arbitrary, had to do 50 a day, so I had to buy as many items as I could. That only works at scale, guys. And so like while I got 9,000 items listed, I would literally be working all day long to list those items, and I was miserable doing it. So I encourage you guys, list the least amount of items you can that sell for the most amount of money as possible, and your work life will be so much better. Now, I know somebody's going to say something about list the least amount of items. If the least amount of items you can list today is 30 and they sell for $35 a piece, you're gonna be making a killing. If all you want to do is list 2 items a day, that's on you. You determine what your listing goal is. But my heart is for you guys to list items that sell for the most money. We just sold a blues sweatshirt for 16 bucks. Let's go. I'll take it. All right, next item. 20,083. 20,083. And then store your items in a easy to find method too. 20,082, 83. So we got Maurice's top. I don't pick up Maurice's anymore, and if I do, it's going to be some vintage jeans. This shirt sold for 15 bucks though. Women's 2XL, surprisingly. Geek Squad jacket, 20,800. I pick up all employee stuff. It's just a smart move because somebody somewhere needs a uniform replacement. 20,800. Geek Squad jacket, Best Buy employee jacket. This sold for $28, and that was the best offer. That's a men's large. And so this inventory system, guys, you can get your inventory system just like this by using the links down below in the description. Every product that I use to run my business is linked down below down there. All right, guys, so we got us here a cup of Folgers Colombian roast with some French vanilla creamer. Then we got here a Hanes sweatshirt, just a blank vintage sweatshirt, men's 2XL, made in USA. Sold for a best offer of 18 bucks because I was having a slow day yesterday, so I was like, let's get it. Then we got this vintage Becker CPA. It's like a local accounting I guess, employee sweatshirt. This sold for 25 bucks. Got this vintage Nike shirt with the embroidery on there. So for best offer of 15 bucks. That is a men's 2XL. Then we got the Dickies pullover sweatshirt. This I accepted a lowball offer on of 15 bucks. I had it listed for 25. So just really was trying to drum up some sales yesterday, and I'm okay with that. On a bad day, you kind of got to do what you got to do, and take what you got to take to really, I don't know what you guys' bottom dollar for the day amount is, but mine is 300. So I had to get myself to 300 before I didn't make the mark. So I made it, and then after that, everything was easy breezy. So that leads me, I guess I could take this hood off. It's freaking freezing in here though, guys. That leads me to my next point though. If you guys don't know what your numbers are, there's multiple ways to figure this out, right? The best way to do it is to get a workbook, an accounting spreadsheet, or something that literally tracks all your numbers and tells you down to the cent what it costs to run your business. I personally use Simplified Accounting Workbook. There's a link down below in the description, and I've been using it for 3 years now, and it's been a game changer. Well, this is going into my 3rd year using it, and you get a new one every year. You pay for it once, you get a new one every year, and it totals all my money that I spend, all the way down to the average net that I make per item, average shipping per item, cost of goods per item, and all that. So I know what the bottom dollar amount that I can accept on an offer is. I know how much money I need to run my business on a daily basis is, all of that. So without that, you guys would kind of be, I don't want to say, you know, shooting a shot in the dark, but kind of sort of, because what if you decide to promote all your items at 10% and you can really only afford a 20% profit margin? Now you're going to be working twice as hard to make half the money. So really encourage you guys to figure out your numbers, figure out what you need to make inside your business, so that way you can maximize your results. Now, if you guys need help with that, I do run a Patreon. There's a link down below in the description for that 7-day free trial right now. You guys can come join, check it out, get a story view, find out some things about your business, how to help improve it. And there's also listing services. The people that we use to do our listings are in the Discord. You guys can join. They can do your listings for you. I know that's what people hate the most about doing eBay, is doing listings. So we have listers, we have cross listers. You guys can come check that out as well too. So let me move back into the next few items. These items are all items that would have been on sale for 70%, but still nonetheless they sold without being on sale for 70% off. 67.24. 67.24. So we got some type of button-up shirt here. Mesquite Western shirt, pearl snap. That sold for 15 bucks on a best offer. That is a men's 17 in the neck. Then we got 8387, 8387. Where's that? Right here. Got a vintage woodland camo army jacket. This sold with 20% off coupon for $30. Then we got an Aeropaso denim trucker jacket, 9503. 9503. This is a men's medium, and that sold for a best offer of 20 bucks. So now I'm going to jump into the Poshmark sales. But if you guys want to start cross listing, check out the Vendu affiliate link down below. There's 25% off for that of your first month. Really been a game changer for me, guys. Like I said, I made an additional $7,000 just by cross posting to Vendu. So it really brings my total up from 184 to 190. Yeah, 190 for the year. So almost 200K just by cross listing to Vendu. Now, hopefully eBay will get whatever they got going on figured out for this year to where it's not as bad and as necessary to cross post. But I don't think that I'll stop doing it now that I've started, because I see that there's extra money to be made there. So before I get into these 4 items that have sold, I really want to encourage you. You guys see I put my hood back up. It's cold in here, man. I was able to focus more towards the end of the year on items that I'm not going to say exclusivity to, but I have more of in my area, right? Which sweatshirts were one of those items. Sweatshirts went from number 5, my best selling category, all the way up to number 2, right behind t-shirts. Now, there's going to be a lot of items that you have in your area that people are passing over that they don't even realize are valuable. Now, me personally, I sell a lot of items that I get from the bins that have some type of flaw, a stain, a rip, a tear, a hole, something like that in it that people automatically discard it as trash, think that it's not worth it because it has flaws. And that's where I build my business off of. Finding the items that are cool enough with stains on them that people will still buy them. Now, there's websites and Instagram accounts and different things that you guys can follow to get a determination of what cool is these days, right? Because I'm a 40-year-old dude. I don't dress like these young guys do these days, so I don't get the fashion, but I know what they're wearing because I follow these accounts. I pay attention to my surroundings. I look at what the young dudes are buying at the bins when I'm there. I look at what the young women are buying at the bins when I'm there, and I buy that stuff, and then I turn around and I sell that stuff. So just be mindful of what you have in your area that someone is putting in their throwback pile. And that's usually going to be the stuff that's on trend, but they've put it back because of some flaw or another. So 3 of these items are Poshmark sales. One of them is a Macari sale. So we got these Wrangler jeans right here that sold. These are men's 33, 32. They sold for 20 bucks. Got this Abercrombie and Fitch hoodie. Definitely got some staining on it. And that sold for 25 bucks, and that's a men's small. Then we got this Puma t-shirt, just a basic Puma shirt, size extra large, and it sold for 10 bucks. And then on Macari, we got this vintage Nike hoodie. Had it listed for 50. Somebody offered me 40, and I took it. So definitely be mindful of what you got in your area. So far, I'm off to sweatshirts and hoodies being the #1 category of the year, simply because it's cold outside right now, and that's what people are buying. So what is your #1 category? Put it down below in the description. Do you understand an item that you personally are picking up that no one else is picking up that you can corner the market on? If so, pour as much effort into that as you can, and it will pay off in the end. So I hope this video finds you well. I do expect there to be some new subscribers to the channel behind this video. I don't know how many, but if there's 1 or 2 new people here, that's why I went into the detail that I went into on why I run the business the way that I run it. A lot of the OGs are already going to know this information, but I still appreciate you guys watching anyway. So leave any questions, comments you guys have down below in the description or in the comment section. I will answer them on the next video. Really appreciate you guys' support. Let's crush it in 2024. That's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.